unreachable. So far, far from rivers, that is freedom, capes, chance to explore, and stars of words, education. You can take it other way also, as I told you, you can interpret it another way. But as per my interpretation, I feel this is what the poet wants to convey. Next, let's see. So we have done with two stanzas. Let us go to this third stanza. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. Why wicked? Shakespeare is the father of English literature, right? We all know him well, and whatever he wrote, the tragedies and comedies are now copied by our Indian directors, our Bollywood directors, Hollywood directors. They make films out of those particular stories. That particular Shakespeare, poet calls that Shakespeare as wicked. Why is he jealous? Because even Shakespeare wrote poets, he wrote poems, he wrote odes and all this thing. Whether he is jealous? No. Why? Because from the children point of view, Shakespeare is useless. His picture, his heart only showing his head part, that picture is of no use for these children in the class. So poet says Shakespeare is wicked. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. The map, a bad example. The map which is hanging over there on the wall of this particular classroom, poet says that that particular map is a bad example. It's of no use for the kids, for the children. With ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. If you keep only such pictures in the classroom, what you are doing is, the poet wants to convey to us is, you are just making them steal. Why? Because for the want of ships, for the want of sun, and for the want of love, these particular children, they may, you can say, use immoral way. They may steal. You have seen in many, I won't say that you have experienced this or you have seen a child getting spoiled, not like that, but you have seen in the movies. In the movie, in the starting part of the movie, they show that a child belonged to a well-off family, a very beautiful, they have a happy family, and some incident takes place. The entire family is scattered, and the child is he runs away from he or she runs away from the family, or is been lost somewhere in the slum area. Someone else takes care of the child, and for the want of certain things which a child requires, rights of children. For the want of that, they start stealing. Slowly and gradually, they start murdering. Slowly and gradually, what happens? They become mafias. They become criminals. So he says Shakespeare is wicked. Map also is a bad example. Why? Because sun, want of sun, or desire of sun, ships, and love tempts these children to steal, to go to a wrong, or you can say bad way of accumulating it, or you can say acquiring it. Now here, ships, it symbolizes exploring. As I told you, we go to capes, from Cape of Good Hope or Cape of other capes. From there, they travel in a ship, they explore the world. Vasco da Gama, your Columbus, all this, they have explored the world. They have gone to different lands. They have dared to go to different lands, leaving their land. The same thing, ships, it symbolizes exploring. Sun, brightness, to have better future, to have bright future, to explore more in their life, and for the want of love also, because these children are deprived of even love. Their own parents, for their own parents, they are unwanted children, weeds. Okay, so in want of ships, sun, and love, they steal. For lives that slayly turn in their cramped holes. Their life. For lives that slayly means what? Secretly. Their lives secretly turns into how actually holes. In there you can say cramped holes means very narrow holes. Their life is not expanding, their life is not getting the chance to explore, there is no brightness, it goes on, limitations and restrictions goes on, making their life as if they are in, what you can say, turn their life into cramped holes. And hole, staying in a hole, how is the life of a particular person who has only limited things around him. What sort of living is that living? It is equal to hell. From fog to endless night. From fog to endless night. He has put a question mark. He is questioning. What happens? Those maps, those pics, or this Tyrolese pic is there, that city pic is there. All this is of no use, because having those pictures on the walls tempts the children to steal, to go to the immoral way, which leads to nothing else but still cramped holes. So from fog they are going to endless night. From fog they are not going to brightness. From fog to endless night, he is questioning. Very, very beautiful poem. Or, sorry, on their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. Beautiful lines used to show malnutrition. As if these children are wearing the skins. They are like stones, their bones are visible, and as if they have covered those bones with skin. Okay? On their slag heap is what? Unwanted materials clubbed together. It's gathered together. Why this is compared? Because slum area is not a hygienic area, it is not a hygiene area, it is an unhygienic area, and you can see everywhere dirt is there, dust is there, pollution is there, lots of dirty things over there piled together. Slum area is all these things piled together. So on their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. Beautiful explanation. What is it? These children, they wear steel spectacles. Steel spectacles denotes that their eyesight is very, very weak. When does the eyesight goes weak? Not only by watching movies or television or using mobile, it also goes weak when we don't get proper balanced diet. We don't get proper nutritious diet. So they are wearing steel glasses, and that too, those glasses has mended glass. Spectacles, steel spectacles, it has mended glass. You are actually, when our specs, it breaks, we get a new pair, or we have a spare pair already kept in advance. These children, they just give this, they mend it by their own, by, they may use sellotape also. They mend it, and that same thing they are using it. Imagine a glass which is mended now and then, and which has a steel frame. When they wear those glasses, they look like little bottle bits on stones. The glass looks like little bottle bits on stone. The person, the child is compared to a stone. Are you getting it? Steel spectacle with mended glass looks like bottle bits on stones. Simile. Okay. So I hope this particular stanza is clear to you. We have not yet finished. Then we have all of their time and space are foggy slum. From the morning when they wake up till the night when they sleep, their life is foggy. They have not seen bright future, they don't know what is their next thing, but from morning till the evening, at night it's quite naturally, it is dark. So all of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. Here anger of the poet is visible. He says, so what do you do? Go and blot, stain the maps drawn by the world which is avoiding their world, go and blot those maps. Let them realize that there are slum areas in the locality. Even the people are suffering over there, especially small children are suffering over there, and you need to pay attention to their needs also, to their development also, for their future also. So blot, let the world know that yes, this place is there on the map, this place is there on the earth. So blot their maps with slums as big as Doom. Doom is nothing else but hell, right? So go, let the world know there are such hells on the earth where you people, the people from the rich section, the people those who are educated, they should give their attention towards these particular hells to convert this hell into heaven. I hope this stands clear. So now last stanza. Unless governor, inspector, visitor. Now of course he is now directly challenging. Now he is actually suggesting, why don't the governors, why don't the inspectors, why don't the visitors, and etc. etc. Not only these people, these category of people, etc. etc. The people belonging to the rich world, the people belonging to the educated world, the people belong to those who they are living their luxurious life. They can spare some time, they can spare some energy, they can spare some wealth, treasure to uplift this particular backward classes which are lying there like a dead people, like a dead person in the slum area. Forget about the parents, at least highlight, or you can say pay attention, concentrate on these particular children because their future should be bright. Parents' future, or you can say parents' life is already gone into hell, but let the children, let them have bright future. So unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window. Let that particular map which is there, let that map become the window. Let them be in their world, in that world, not in this particular world or some world. And these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs, the real natural windows which are nothing else but which ends their life into graveyards like thing, because it gives a feeling of a graveyard. The map should be the map which gives them the dream, which makes the desire, or which fulfills their dream and desire, and the windows should be not leading them to the graveyard or to darkness or to foggy slum, but to bright future. Let these windows, that's what is pointing out, this map, that particular map, this map becomes their window. Let the map become their window. And these windows, which the windows of the classroom, that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Catacombs are nothing else but graveyards. So let's not make their life as graveyards. Give them the chance. Break, oh break. Break, oh break. We have again a repetition. Open till they break the town. He is not telling physically to come and to destroy the slum area. No. Break, oh break these limitations. Let the child be free enough. Let not his future be foggy. Let his future be bright enough. And show the children to green fields and make their world, show them to the green fields and make their world run azure on gold sands. If you see, azure is actually, it represents spring colors. So let them run. Their life is, it can be taken in a way, their life is like a desert now. Sand represents desert, golden desert or yellowish desert, brownish desert, sand. It represents desert now. Allow them, make their life beautiful like a spring. So, and show the children to green fields and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into the books, the white and the green leaves open. Give them the right to education. Give them chance to express their feelings, or give them chance to green and white color also denote money. Give them the power of money, give them the power of education, give them bright future. And this all can be done by governor, inspector, visitor, teachers and people like you people. all. Okay. Run naked into books, though white and green leaves open. History theirs, whose language is the sun. Beautiful line. Whose language is the sun. Language is the sun is language is compared to sun. It is a metaphor. History is theirs. Now, who writes history? The one who flows against the flow of the society. The one who fights against injustice. The one who expresses his thoughts or his views or his talents, his skills, they make history. Until and unless you don't give the power of education, money and freedom to these children, they will not be able to make history. So, history is theirs, whose language is the sun. Give them the power of knowledge, language, and yes, even they will make history. Language, once you learn a language, once you are well educated, you know what bad is happening with you. Like same thing might happen with Indians. Indians were not aware how they were misused. Few Indians, they took education, they went to London, they took education, they learned the English language, they got to know the language, and later on, even you have Raja Ramohan Rai, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, all these people were educated. They got education, they read the books, they realized what is happening with us is not proper, we should fight for it. And they made history. Same thing, give these children right to knowledge, right to education, proper nutritious, or you can say nutritious food you give them, provide them, even they will make history. I hope this poem is clear to you. Stanza by stanza, read the poem. You can take your own pencil. As I am saying, explaining, you can again play the video again, write the meaning of the words, these figures of speech used in the poem. Read twice, thrice, because it's a very, very beautiful poem, and this poem will help you to score good marks in examination also. Okay, so with this we end up with this English session. See you again, but don't forget that during assignment I am giving you an image, and you also have to send one image. Along with the image, send the word which you expect your friends to give, and we can have you can say Pictionary between boys and girls. I hope it is clear. I'll be giving, along with the assignment in the next class, I'll be giving the Pictionary which I have selected of a boy or a girl, and it's a challenge for you people to recognize the word, and the one who recognizes that particular child's, boy or girl, his or her name will be declared in the classroom. Okay, so till the next class, see you, and today's class you just wait for the Pictionary word. Thank you. Have a good day. I forgot the last slide, right? Have a nice day and keep smiling. Namaste. Thank you.